Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to my channel. Please make sure you're subscribing and you're pressing that like button for me. The last couple videos, if you missed those videos, I believe it was done 7 days ago. I think me and Nate were eating a seafood boil or something like that. So make sure you go and you'll check out those videos. But today's video was about my story time, and hopefully you listen to the story time from beginning to end and you're not skipping through, because if you've ever ridden a plane any time in your life, whether it was your first time or bad experiences or something, that's what this is. Because my very first plane ride was very weird. Let's say it was very weird. And usually when you go on vacation, it's almost like, you know, in your mind you always think that something's gonna go wrong anyway, because you're up in the sky, you don't know what's gonna go wrong up there, right? So we always start off by saying it was a nice sunny day. Well, my girlfriends and I, we were going to Miami, and it was 4 of us all together. It was 4 of us. We met another friend down in Miami. She always flies planes and everything, so she's used to it. But today, unfortunately, my first time of getting on a plane, it just happened to be a weird one. So the plane that we got on was called Frontier. I always heard bad reviews about Frontier, but I didn't want to hear about any more reviews, because I didn't want to really hear about anything about a plane anyway until I got home from Miami. So Frontier was a plane that wasn't too big. It seemed like it was just very tight seats. It didn't really have that much leg room. It was a nice sunny day, and okay, my first day, I was like, all right, I get the feel of this. We're going up, and when I first went up, you know, I just can't believe I was doing it. So I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm here. Like, I'm actually on this plane. I'm going somewhere, you know, without driving. You know, we're actually flying somewhere. So all I see up there is, I mean, takeoff was fine. Takeoff was fine. I can't complain about takeoff. I can't complain about the first 45 minutes of the flight. It was perfect. It was like sunny. I seen all different clouds, and I even seen other planes go by us, you know, like under us, or maybe from far away I could see some planes going by. That was interesting. Just the different patterns of clouds I seen was interesting. Just the different patterns of clouds I seen was interesting. And it was just, wow, I couldn't believe I was up there. You know, the next thing I know, pilot gets on, maybe like 30, okay, I said 45 minutes, it was a good ride. But I'd say maybe like an hour into it, hour and a half into it. I think the flight was only supposed to be 2 hours and 40 something minutes, but it turned into 6 hours. And we'll get to that in a minute. But it just started getting dark out, like kind of rainy and cloudy, and there was parts of the plane ride I just wanted to shut the window, because I'm like, oh, there's nothing out there interesting, you know. I don't want to see, you know, darkness and clouds. So it just started changing, like the plane just started kind of moving different and stuff like that. Started, I guess turbulence is what it's called. Like, I didn't understand turbulence because I heard about it, but I never been through it. So it was just very different. I felt like dips in the plane where it felt like you're falling from the sky, and I hate that feeling. I'll add little clips in here. I don't think I remember recording the bad parts because I was afraid to get my camera out, which was weird. I wish right now I was able to go back that day and to start recording my experiences of it, and I didn't. I guess I was too afraid to do that at that moment. But this started turning, those nice pretty fluffy clouds that I seen was no longer. They were no longer there. So I just started to feel like, oh my god, like what's about to happen, because it's getting dark. I don't know what's going to happen on the plane. So that said, we get almost halfway there, and they say they shut the airport down. So if they said they shut the airport down, that made me panic, because that means in my mind that I can't, that we won't be getting off no time soon. We'll be sitting there. We won't be getting off this plane at all. So, and it just, the pilot got on and just kept saying, you know, what is it called? Airport's closed. We can't land right now. We're all looking at each other. So next thing I know, we're over top of water, just doing circles, like a lot of circles, you can feel the plane turning like this. And that went on for a long time. It seemed like it went on for like maybe an hour and a half, because we could not land. So they kept trying to tell us, you know, passengers, us, that we can't land the plane because we can't get it we can't go into the airport. So that just really frightened me. And as it is, like, I feel trapped up in the sky. There's nothing I can do to get on the ground. My first plane ride, and I had an experience of not being able to get to an airport. So the longer we kept doing circles and circles around this water, bodies of water, mind you, it wasn't just a lake. At this point, I don't know what ocean that was, but I'm over top of water, okay? And the thoughts in my mind, and playing movies and things that I've watched before, puts thoughts into your mind. So people in the plane are getting kind of upset. They're like, land this plane and get this thing on the ground, and it was just crazy. So of course we want to get on the ground. We all want to get on the ground at that point, because we're just our anxieties are high. We don't know really what's going on. So at one point I'm thinking, like, are we hijacked or something? Because why are we still circling all this time? So a 2-hour something flight turned into almost 6 hours, and we're only hovering around this water, circling around this water for a very long time. And then the pilot gets on and says, well, the good thing about this is we have full gas. Like, there's a lot of gas in here. I mean, it's nice to know that we had gas, but it felt like the more we kept going in circles, that maybe you might not have had gas, because that wasn't our route. We wasn't supposed to be out there for 6 hours. We're only supposed to be out there for 2 hours and I think 45 minutes. So from Philadelphia to Miami. So would that be my last plane ride? I don't know yet. I can't never say no, but the experience of it with that made me kind of like, no, I don't want to do it no more. But I do want to go to Las Vegas. I do want to go back to Miami and all those places. But the way things have been, we're just hovering around things, that was not fun to me. Okay, and then let's rewind to coming home, or is it fast forward? I don't know. Rewind. On the way home, we got on a bigger plane, which was all right. We had TVs on it. You can put your earphones. Well, you can wear earphones anyway, but you could do like Netflix. It's a touch screen on the back of your seat. A little bit more room, but they had first class in the front, where they were actually laying down, had their own little incubators or something up there. But this plane, we had to sit on the runway coming home. It was a delay because like it was a bad storm coming. It was like some kind of bad storm out there, and we had to sit and waiting for that. Then we get on the plane. We sat on the runway for about another couple hours because of Biden. The President Biden was out there, so we had to wait for him to go first, which took forever. What else? The plane was supposed to leave at like 4, but we didn't leave till like 8, so it's like really behind. And so I didn't want to experience a plane ride at night, and I did. So I kind of got a lot of different views of how, sunny, cloudy, rainy, stormy, all those different things took place in my first journey to somewhere. So this is what gives me mixed emotions about planes. So then halfway up there, halfway home, I have an anxiety attack. My girlfriend sitting right beside me, and I had an anxiety attack. I'm sitting there, I can't even breathe. Like, I'm taking deep breaths, like just taking gasping deep breaths too. Oh, this person has a flat tire. She has a flat tire and she's driving on the street. Yeah, I'm gasping for air. It's really, really bad. It's so bad. People are asking me if I want their water, and I'm like, I can't even talk, first of all, because I'm gasping for this much air. So it's crazy. I don't know why I had an anxiety attack. I think because, like, oh yeah, I fell asleep really fast. Like, I did like a quick nod off. I nodded my head like this, and I realized when I woke up, I'm on a freaking plane. So I'm on this plane. It's like, oh my God, I knew I was on it, but then when I woke up, the reality of it was, wow, I am on this. Like I'm on it, and I have to get home. There's no way to get off. There's no other way to get home but this plane. So the plane was very, very comfortable plane. It's not like it was like Frontier. American Airlines is really bigger and it's better. So that was very comfortable. So it wasn't like I wasn't comfortable. It was, I had an anxiety attack because I fell asleep without knowing, and it just, when I woke up, I was really on a plane. So okay, I mean, the flight home was fine. I didn't feel any dips in this plane. I didn't feel any turns or anything weird. It was more like just straight through. The only thing I do remember with this plane is when we landed, it landed really, really hard. It just like a bomb. Like I can't say a bomb. It was more like this weird. Like it was uncomfortable. Like maybe if you did a little bit more, we could have crashed. I don't know. But this was giving me different views about wanting to be back on a plane. But circling, and let's go back to Frontier. We were going to Miami. We all just kept looking at each other. My girlfriends and I, we all just kept looking around at each other like, well, Shelly, she's a traveler. She goes on planes all the time. So it's like, she's like, this never happened before. Like, I don't remember this ever happening. So that scared me because I'm like, girl, like, you know what the plane feels like. I don't. So she never experienced that before. So that worried me too. So the plane is just turning like this. Like it just, you can feel it turning really, really hard in circles and circles. So for at least, I don't know, I think it was like, felt like 2 hours because we were up there longer than we should be. So it felt like forever. But that was my plane story. Now that I would like to travel other places, but I don't know yet because of that. But like I said, it started off a nice and sunny day and it ended really, really weird. So other than that, the next vacation I would like to probably go to is probably Las Vegas. And I don't know, I don't know yet. That's gonna be another thing. But if I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you had any plane experiences on your own. I mean, it's just great to talk about stuff like this first of all. So